Email, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Mhm. Hello. 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 Bartala, sir.
Hello. 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 ಬಟನ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಇದು ನೋಡಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಇದು
ಓ ಅದು. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ಲಿಬೇಕು?
ಇದು ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಎರಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್, ಇದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಂ
ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ 1 2 3 ಮೈಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್.
ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ಟಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹುಡುಗರು ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
ಸರಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಬಂತಾ? ಬಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ?
So can we start? Okay, sir. Okay. A very good morning to one and all present here. I, Salma Itidi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and
Syed Mateen Pasha. I, Syed Mateen Pasha, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering.
feel privileged to extend a warm welcome to you all on behalf of the entire SVIT family for the inaugural of 3rd IEEE International Conference INOCON 2024.
Let us begin. Let, let us begin this inaugural ceremony by seeking the blessings of the Almighty with a prayer song. I request Ms. Chitta Talakil, student 5th SEM CAC, to grace this occasion with an invocation song.
गाये गणपते जगवन्दना गाये गणपते जगवन्दना शङ्कर सुमन भवानी नन्दना शङ्कर सुमन भवानी नन्दना गाये गणपते जगवन्दना सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक गमधनि सा गमधनि सा गमधनि सा सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक सगरि सिरि सनि दसनि दपनि दप गमधनि सा धनि सा सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर दायक गाये गणपति जगवंदना मोदक प्रिय मोद मंगलदाता मोदक प्रिय मोद मंगलदाता निससदनि निपदद मपपद मगरि गरि शरीरे निरुत मोदक प्रिय मोद मंगलदाता सगरि सनिरि सनि दस निद पनि द गमदनि सा धनि सा मोदक प्रिय मोद मंगलदाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि प्रदायक गाये गणपति जगवंदना शंकर सुमन भवानी नंदना शंकर सुमन भवानी नंदना गाये गणप गाये गणपति जगवंदना
Thank you, Chitta. I request Dr. Shankumar B. Patil, HOD CSE, Secretary and Outreach Chair, INOCON 2024, to render the welcome address and present a brief report about INOCON 2024.
Good morning. First of all, I thank all trustee members, principal sir, giving an opportunity to organize this international conference. First of all, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, respected trustee members, our beloved director, Bala sir, Jaisimo sir, principal Dr. Ganesh Prasad sir, chief guest today's function, Dr. Suresh Jangan Shetty sir, VC, Haveri University, Government of Karnataka, our Vice Principal sir, Dr. Lakshminarayan sir, today's keynote speaker, Adarsh Biradar, Professor Nagasri, convener of INOCON 24, all HODs, my dear faculty members, and dear participants. I take this opportunity to welcome my guru. He inspired me to become a today teacher. He always motivates us. We used to call, generally, when a teacher joined the college, when we saw first time, we used to call, oh, Anil Kapoor has come to our college. Sir was looking like Anil Kapoor, and sir wife also my teacher. She is a wife principal in BC college. Today, whatever I am here, it is only because of his blessings. I welcome you, sir. I welcome this. I request Professor Manjunath sir to hand over the staff. Okay. Thank you, sir. I welcome our teacher's teacher, Guru's Guru, our beloved director, Dr. Bala sir. I request Vidya Shetty madam to hand over the book. ಈ ಕಡೆ. I welcome Jaisimo sir for this international conference. I request Anandya sir to hand over the bouquet. Today, this event is happening because of the support of encouragement of our principal, sir. I request Professor Nagasri to hand over. Thank you, madam. I welcome our Vice Principal, sir, Dr. Lakshminath Chari, sir. I request Professor Ajay to welcome. I welcome others, soft English, Robert Bosch, keynote speaker. I request Varun to hand over the. Thank you, sir. I request Ms. Vidya madam to hand over a bouquet to convener Nagasri. I request Professor Tejaswini to welcome the IEEE representative, Professor Harish. Thank you, madam. I welcome all the HOD for this International IEEE Conference INOCON 2024. I welcome all the coordinators, faculty members, teaching and non-teaching faculty members, all the uh, participants to this INOCON 2024. So INOCON 2024 started in the month of April 2023. So all the HODs, principals, sir, faculty, vice principal, coordinator taken a lot of train to organize. I traveled them, even though they are busy, so I traveled them like anything. I used to have the frequently meetings because of their cooperation, HOD's cooperations and all the faculty coordinator cooperation and faculty member teaching and non-teaching. Today this program is happening. Thank you, Ananda. So we received totally 2,337 papers. So it is three blinded review. So because of that three blinded review, we were accept only 323 papers. So whatever the participant selected for this conference, you put lot of effort in order to select your papers. Some of papers selected from SVIT also. So thank you to all the participants. Because of you only today this program is happening. So today all world is at SVIT. All India is at SVIT. All Karnataka is at SVIT. ನಾನು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಭಾರತ್ ಐ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಐ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ SVIT. I thank all the participants. earlier days, you know that the Devatas and Rakshasas is to stay in the different places. Devatas are staying in the Devaloka, Rakshasas are staying in the Danavaloka. Slowly, what happened? They were in the different places. One is in the Devaloka and other one is the Danavaloka. Slowly, they started staying in the earth. That is a Ramayana. Rama and Ravana, they were staying in the same place. That is the earth. Slowly, these Devatas and Rakshasas staying in the same family, Mahabharata, Pandavas and Kauravas, they used to stay in the same family. Today, the Devatas and Rakshasas are staying in us. Most of the time, in the human being. Okay, so first they were staying in the different places, then same place, same family. Today, these Devatas and Rakshasas are staying in us. If the Devatas are staying in us, it inspires us to do a lot of research. Our mind will be very light. We do a lot of research. Okay, so today most of you participants, Devatas are staying in you. That's what you prepare the papers. So today you are presenting, and we can do very wonderful work if Devatas are most of the time Devatas are staying with us. They inspired us. So with this, I conclude my speech. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I take this privilege to welcome Dr. Shankumar B. Patil, sir, HOD CSE Secretary and Outreach Chair, INOCON 2024, for the inaugural. I request Dr. Nagashri, Convener, INOCON 2024, to welcome sir with a book. Thank you, ma'am. I welcome Dr. Varun E., Coordinator of INOCON 2024. I request Dr. Nagashri N. to welcome Varun sir. Thank you, ma'am.
A ray of light is a ray of hope. Let's all leave the darkness and step towards the bright path. We will now have our traditional auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. I request all the dignitaries to light the lamp and symbolically inaugurate this program. It's okay. We should call it. Wait, let them finish.
Varun sir. Varun sir. Two participants. Yes. Sorry, yeah, don't feel bad.
What's there in that?
I'm feeling bad.
No, no. Well, last time I volleyball then changed like that. I will look out on the stage.
मतलब लिख के डेसिग्नेशन लिखो सर थैंक यू बोल दिया
Right, sorry, the next time please don't give this speech.
सॉरी यार सॉरी
Where is Ashwin? पक्का बंदे वाला. Next is stuck with the
दिस टाइम स्लो लिख रहा हूँ
We don't know when will the mic be on.
not you should have याद next no sorry no
Yeah, sir. I know. Thank you all, Bolo. For I request now release of conference proceedings.
Thank you, respected dignitaries. I request respected dignitaries on the dais to kindly join in the release of the conference proceedings of INOCON 2024.
Thank you all. I request Ms. Deepika Ji, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to introduce the chief guest for today's inaugural program, Dr. Suresh H. Chandrashekhar, sir, Vice Chancellor, Haveri University.
Good morning, everyone present here.
Good morning, everyone present here. I am Kaji, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I'm glad to introduce our guest, Dr. Suresh Shetty, who has warmly accepted our invitation to join us today. Dr. Suresh Shetty is currently Vice Chancellor of Haveri University, Government of Karnataka. He obtained MTech in Power Systems and PhD in Wind Energy from IIT Karnataka. His Fulbright alumnus received Fulbright Nehru Visiting Lecture Fellowship from Michigan Technological University, Boston during 2011. Sir has 38 years of teaching, research and innovation experience at Department of Chikkali, Basveshwara Engineering College, Bagalkot. His areas of expertise are in solar wind energy conversion, power systems, energy conversion, and engineering education. Sir has guided 8 PhDs, 100 UG, 67 PG projects, and has 2 patents published. Sir has received rupees 100 plus lakhs R&D grants and has 97 technical publications. Sir has Sir has organized 45 faculty student development programs and attended 59 programs and delivered more than 200 plus invited webinars. Sir has established R&D centers in SCADA for distribution automation and renewable energy application. He is a senior member of IEEE with 38 years of IEEE member. He is also a member of IEEE Power and Energy Society, member of IEEE Education Society since 2002 and 2008 respectively. He is a founder chair IEEE North Karnataka subsection. Sir has credit of introducing IEEE membership in North Karnataka in 1989. Is a founder branch counselor of BEC, IEEE student branch in 1994. He has initiated starting of IEEE student branches not only in North Karnataka but also in Karnataka other engineering colleges in our state. Sir has received an IEEE TES Bangalore chapter, IEEE Awards conferred in Mar, IEEE NKS Lifetime Achievement Award for contribution to IEEE NKSS in 2022. IEEE TES Bengaluru Campus Outstanding Engineer Award in 2017. IEEE Bangalore Sections Outstanding Branch Counselor Award in 2010. IEEE Bangalore Sections Technical Publication Award in 2010. IEEE Region's 10th Outstanding Branch Counselor in 1996. Other awards conferred on him are Best Research Work in Wind Energy in 2022, BVV Sanghas Best Teacher Technical Education in 2018, VPAS Lifetime Achievement for Contribution to Wind Energy in 2016. With this introduction, I want to express my gratitude to our chief guest for being with us today. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. I request our Honorable Chief Guest of today's inaugural, Dr. Suresh H. Shetty, Vice Chancellor, Harvard University, Government of Karnataka, to address the gathering.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Very good morning to all the people present over here. Respected Bhala sir, Principal, Secretary, Vice Principal, and Shantan Kumar Patil. And we also have our actively representative, Mr. Harish, all faculty members, HODs, deans, the research scholars, and the students, some of them who have joined us. I feel very happy to be here today for inauguration of the International IEEE International Conference 2024. I also feel happy to release the souvenir. I've just went through the papers submitted. And what I hear from the program chair that more than 200 papers were received and it's quite good number. And definitely this conference is attracting several others across. Well, I just would like to share a few things. I do remember or recall my college days, and for students, such activities are definitely boring. For faculty members, it's inevitable, and for HODs, you have to be here, and principal advisors, they are not struggle at all. That's quite happening. But over the years, things have changed. These are the ones which are going to make you strong. That's what you are. These are the ones which are going to make you more competitive. At that instant of time, you may not feel the real pulse of what's happening, but the irony of all of us human beings is that we realize too late, always. Things go on, but we do miss a lot of things. And this, I'm not excluding myself, it is a fact, but some of us will look beyond and start saying what the best I can get. Definitely be reaping fruits of that particular event or activity or a rate. Just one incident I would like to share. I had just joined as a faculty in Bengaluru. It was totally a fresh experience, but we wanted to do something because I do have a Sainik school background. I studied in Sainik school, so that makes me a different person with discipline at least. That's what I was following. The big breakthrough came actually when I went to IIT for both MTech and PhD. That was the breakthrough. We learned what freedom of learning is. Because as a student in engineering college, I remember just computers were appearing and the faculty members used to always tell us not to touch them. That was the day. No mobiles, nothing, but from that day when we entered the IIT campus, it was we have to set up a that's the experience, assignment, working. There is nothing like you don't have freedom. You can walk into lab 24 by 7. So that MTech experience, relearning which went on, in fact, made me to come back. And of course, even my wife was there with me for my MTech program. That was a very interesting thing. Competition was there, remember. So when we came back to BC, then we decided why should we not give the same exposure of IIT to our students? So that's changed our career. We settled down and started providing freedom to the students. To what we started, but not compromising with the strictness and quality of teaching learning aspects. Because I always believe that for all the faculty members, this is very important. And the institute which has started by the faculty members here. If we miss out even one day of what is the teaching learning that has to go on inside the class with the student, remember that student passes out graduates from the institute may be missing out few interesting things. So that is the onus on the teachers. Whether we want or no, we have to be there perfect. Whether they appreciate or no, whether they sit in the class or no, whether they are showing any interest or not, that is immaterial. Only one thing that matters is one generation passes without maybe the subject, maybe the experience that you are having, maybe the exposure you are having, maybe the professional connectivity that you are having, something they will miss out. And that missing part can be a little bit troublesome for them to settle down. They will settle down. There is no doubt about it. Everybody settles. We have to be positive about it. Everyone settles. Whether we teach in the class or not, they will settle. But something they are going to miss, which is going to take their settlement a longer time. That should not happen. This is what whether you teach or not, they'll read it. These questions, everything they'll pass. That's not a big thing. But what is it that they're going to miss? Settlement in the life, which has to be shared by the teachers through their experience. So for getting that experience, we have to go out, see the world outside, come back to the classroom. This is very important. This is what we did. And definitely, I'm sure was feeling little nervous when he started speaking because I was sitting there. And you can all listen to my stories. Of course, what all they used to. Usually, when you become strict and you want to really give something back to the classroom, you become a villain also. Nothing wrong. Teachers. But our experience is very important. We can't rest. We have to keep reading, we have to gain knowledge, we have to connect ourselves. Bring back the knowledge. For Bengaluru colleges, not a big issue. Whether you or not, they'll get it also. Sure. But in a place like Mangalore, where nothing was moved, so it was a challenge for us. That gave us a stronger platform or a base. And after we finished PhD and event, we never looked back. That is all. And projects are very important, very, very important. Because I learned here in you get reviews, including via questions. That sitting there, it used to be, what is that we are going to really make these students out of? Getting ready-made thing and converting it. No, no. Even if you do a repeat project, you do it, fail, nothing wrong. But teachers, we should remember, are they working or no is important. Have they got the concepts or no important? Have they really tried implementing or no? Have they tried to solve the problem or no is important? On that basis, examination should be done. This was what I was always asked. Don't sit there asking the questions which the students cannot answer. Ask the questions which students can answer and enjoy that. Some of this helped and drilling was very strict, but examinations we have to always look at. No, here we have to present our work that we have done was there. So in places like here, you are lucky conferences are being very late. How can you convert your work into a research publication? So many times I used to hear some seniors or experienced fellows saying, what can undergraduate students publish? IT undergraduate student can publish a paper in international conference. Why not a student in other engineering colleges or NITs? They can. What is missing? Experience with the teachers of making a publication is missing. So for that, they have to experience first. How can I convert a work? You do a work for 4 months, and systematically we have to convert it stepwise. What is that I started, how I started, where I started, what I referred. Everything has to what results I got data. Finally. So computers, where I end up with this is for the computers as far as it is that data. Nothing else other. You go in every direction, anywhere, any hardware, software, anything you name, data is very important. Can I interpret the data? So interpretation of data starts from your school mathematics. Simple mathematics, arithmetic starts. Even though we might have reflected, oh, I'm doing engineering, what is there in 6th standard if you say, then that is the first step of failure. Now everything starts from that, data analysis. You have done statistics, and you are represented pie charts, bar charts, everything. How are these represented? They are only representation of data. Now we are bringing programming. So programming became a more systematic and large data representation. Then computers evolved and everything is history. Today, we are purely dependent on data. If we do not have right data, our outcomes are wrong, results are wrong. So entire computer science, Innovative technology, when you say, can you think of the data, where it is stored, from which point to which point it is moving, how can I interpret that data, how can I manipulate that data, how can I represent that? This is there in all branches of. But the demand for computer science, everything is increasing in a big way. But for application, again, you have to go back to the root level where the things are. Highest application of cyber security, in my view, rather than apart from the independent corporate worlds, highest application of cyber security, highest paid engineers are in power system engineering. Believe it or not. Even today also it is very critical. So the demand is large. Oh, how much others should get this. Demand is large for cybersecurity engineers. We have to control it. We have to operate it. We have to see that continuously we get the electricity. Grid software is very. So entire computer science, the AI based what is going on is decision making. Multiple decision making. I will put it. Somehow my knowledge and software related activities developed more when I taught microprocessor first time to my students, computer science students, in the 90s and all. So that is the base where the programming skills developed and went on to teach subjects also up to object. So finally, the application for wind energy. When I started doing research with wind energy, again it was purely the data analysis. So wind data I have to manipulate. I have to take help of the software. So this is where application engineering becomes very important. When COVID came to India in a very bad way, one side it was very sad, but the other side was the internal development towards digitizing and digital technology came in a big way in the country. So in one way, when we were sad about that COVID, but we also thank COVID because it changed the perspective of the Indians looking towards digital. Now, even universities, we are going to blended online process. How to sit and listen was a big issue. Entire country knows how to at least listen to the online classes. And most of the teachers of this generation know how to deliver online classes. And now that's a revolution in that. And payments again. When COVID finished, in India, COVID certificate we are getting through digital signature and digital certificates, whereas at the same time, believe it or not, at the same time in US, the COVID certificates were given manually. I'm not exaggerating, they were given manually. This was practically decided by one of the triple IT directors in one of our company. We were surprised. That was the potential of digitization in India. And definitely next 10 to 15 years, you don't have to worry, things will take change on their own. But application engineers are required. Sitting here, if I ask one question, how many of you in your home, in your kitchen, ladies are there, of course, even including men, how many of you can write a program that what recipe that is being prepared in your own kitchen? Don't bother about general things. Every home will have a different taste. How can we capture that for the next generation? Because already, if I ask my daughter, she will open YouTube and start preparing something new dish to ask. Go few years back, everything was on their fingertips. How could they do? The best challenge for our information science or technology engineers, can you capture the competency and capability of a cook who cooks for the marriages? 3,000 to 5,000 to 10,000 people they cook without any flaw. Go to any jatre festival of our country, any mutt if you go, every day they serve. Like best examples are there in us. How do they prepare that? And where is the data? you start putting question, you will have a new startup or a new thing coming. New startups are coming in software more than hardware. How can we how can we capture that? You look at that person, he just recites the whole list. Many of you may not come across. Those of you are already married, your marriage how it was being made. Just overnight it is prepared and where is the software for that? Now capturing such things is the computer science what we are doing. This is what information science, data science, data analysis, cloud. Where in the cloud that as of now that they can just tell us for 5,000 people the marriage festival food distribution. This is a challenge for our country. Already they are talking about the past 5,000, 8,000. Everything was there in our mythology. Everything is there in Ayurveda. Everything was there, but we did not get it because it was not documented, stored, or kept. The same thing was documented, stored, and kept, and many of ours were being patented outside, but we don't have that. Now, what is the challenge? So, people don't have to be scared. Before you guys graduated, the high school students who have started developing softwares, please remember this. That is going to happen. And by that time, what you are studying, that would have gone to the high schools. It will also happen in most of the highly progressive private institutions. They won't wait for government to form a syllabus and circulate it. If my child studies so much, it is enough. Such changes you can expect. And already many of you are talking about AI. Wherever you move, AI is one big thing. But AI was there in our electrical engineering block. A simple fuse wire. It was there in materials. Remember, AI was built into the materials. Now we are developing software along with materials. Best example is fuse in the homes, which was there earlier. Now circuit breakers they are putting, MCBs. Material based. So that material is manufactured in such a way that it will take decision on its own. And see, it will die away. Some of the softwares are being developed wherein they will destroy something and die away. You can't catch that also. Same thing, sir. Material goes off, but material remains somewhere there. You can at least go and see. The software side you can't see it. So such are the things which are going to come in a big way. That's what is the beauty of all these innovative technologies. So innovation, I always believe, begins from the home. Let your thought process begin from there. Begin from there on, especially the teacher. For all my challenge, I mean students, I used to challenge. Can you write a program for your kitchen lab? Or can you just make a doorbell that you enter the gate automatically rings without anything? Develop. Don't bother about what is developed by somebody else and you go buy it and bring it. India is only a purchasing market. That's why our manufacturing industry is right. We listen everything here, go outside, buy it, oh, it is available. But can we manufacture that is a challenge. So like that, digital technology and digital awareness is now going down the education system has happened big things. So that's where our entire innovative technologies now. For research purposes, we do all this conferences, everything. We need papers. When the NBA had come, LIC, they always ask us, but they don't look at technology. Somewhere I personally differ about. Just because you have some 100 papers, but how many hundred of these 100 papers are there outside as a product is a big question. This challenge I tell you. Don't race with the uh, time or the quantity. Quality is very important. That's why for the research purposes. This was very strongly in my mind and I tried implementing. Just one question for in many of you will be doing PhD in future, many of you are already done and your doctorates, you have got promotions, everything. That's fine. I always keep putting this question for them. So always I request you also to put. How many of you teach your PhD in the class? We have to teach our PhD in the classroom. Some of you may be asking, have you taught your PhD in? Yes, I did. After finishing my PhD, I came back, set up a lab, introduced this as a course subject for a master's in wind energy conversion. So I changed my line to solar applications, introduced a subject on solar energy conversion. Like that, whatever the research work you have done, it is an innovative work. This is number one. You have published papers on. So with this background, can we not introduce the research work as one elective subject? This is what is miserably missing. So your core research is done, fine, agreed, well done, congratulations. Now the next congratulations you should be able to receive when you introduce your PhD as a subject. A book on your PhD, a laboratory on your PhD, and projects on your PhD, funding on your PhD. Put this portion in front of her and then the accreditation and so that at least individual colleges will start expanding their research work. Otherwise, it will die away with them with that in that thesis, or it will be forgotten. You can ask the thesis title, many of them will not, because they are teaching something else, which is prescribed something. If you are autonomous, my suggestion is can you at least introduce some elective subjects where PhD is called, because you start there working for 3 to 5 years, making publications, and you start speaking on your topic as a subject. Those students where they are going to write the examination, you are going to assess them, you have to set question papers. 3 years you do that, you will have wonderful lab also and funded project. This is what is missing. The next point, last one I can say. If I ask the teachers, oh, my students have done like this, they have gone there, my students have done like this, they have gone there, working there, working here, everything. Have you published that? Education research. Education research is missing. That's why our teaching is not changing and our work is not going further. Same good old book of 19 to 20 years, we bring it. Here is the syllabus. This must not. We must start focusing on the process and the way, methodology, and the technique that we are using for teaching to see that this subject is effective on the student. And the students will start getting the best of the best. And then you perform what is called as impact analysis. That impact analysis should go as a publication. So because this is a part of IEEE education, IEEE fraternity, IEEE Education Society looks at the education research activities as public. And still this is not being accepted. Suppose if you publish, because many of you don't do it because it is not accepted. You want to get a promotion and you want to say that you have a education transaction, they're not. So we faculty and the IEEE fraternity, we should start recognizing. That's why this year we are having, end of this December, IEEE tail conference, teaching, analysis, and learning. We want papers. My first reservation was most of our papers will be core research, not education research. So we need to tell. I have 10 years of experience. If somebody tells, have you made any publication on your teaching and effectiveness of the teaching of that subject? So for this, if you just refer to IEEE Education Journal, Section Education Journal, you will come to know what kind of new type of publications. This is one more area which I am leaving in. IEEE peer conference already we have called for papers and one of the general chairs. Of course, I not come for publicity of that, but relevant to this, core research is one. For teachers, this is very important. And the students, you can also sit for 4 years of sitting and learning almost around, say 8 into 6 subjects. Say around 40 subjects you are learning. Was it effective or no, if you are able to tell and come out with a wonderful white paper and a publication. Even teachers, if they read that, they will know, oh, these are the areas where I have to. But everything requires data collection, analysis, and impact analysis. Impact analysis is very important. Even for the teachers, you can take it as a challenge. You say, I have done research contribution. Where is your research contribution being cited? You will say, yeah, it is cited. Then after when they are cited, are they have they implemented the methodology or the work of yours at some other place as a product or a useful? This is another challenge. I have 1,000+ citations for my PhD papers, all in IEEE transfer. So this when I wanted to apply for fellow membership, impact analysis was there. Then I started citing, searching the citations. After citations, we looked at their paper, have they implemented it? That's the impact. Then I was surprised to get so many works being implemented. That also we should try as teacher. Then you will start enjoying your teaching life. So this is for all the teachers. And I'm very happy about this conference. It's the third conference that what I was able to hear. Let this conference continue to go because contributions have to come from everybody. Let the contributions be very stronger also. And definitely, I think so most of the IEEE conference papers selected ones will go to IEEE Explore also. But even Explore's quality is totally reducing. That's what I was able to find. But see that you send a paper to the transactions of these IEEE journals, they will send you the reviews. Very difficult to get access. Send the review. Based on the reviews, you can also make comments. So that way, a lot of activity can be done. And teachers, even though it is student-centric teaching learning activity, without students and teachers' competencies, teachers' strength, empowering the teachers, I don't think anything. So this is what I strongly believe. And our university is a new university, totally new. It is a general university, arts, science, commerce, CA, BB and all. For me, it is totally a different area altogether, but I still keeps me little active and connected. So new things are going to start, and the new programs you have to start, and many industries are coming forward with the tie-up with the general universities. We have costs also coming forward to introduce some of the new type programs into some CSR labs. And industry people will be teaching so competition will be there. So you have to be ready for the competition. Never take it for granted. Okay, I can manage everything, nothing like that. So this is not what I wish to mention you. Anytime if you happen to pass by Haveri, you are always welcome to drop in and say hello to me. So I have so many new friends today again. And I personally wish the 3-day program will be a wonderful event and a lot of learning takes place. There will be learning for students as well as teachers. Increase your questionnaire power. That is going to make you a difference. You have to increase it by putting a question: why, how, where, all that. If you start, then your personality, everything changes throughout. And I wish this institute. I remember Mullah sir's name I had heard long back, but I have not. When two things brings me here. One is Shantanu Patil, being my student when he said I am heading this computer science. Then there was no reason that I should say no. Then he mentioned SVIT's Mullah sir started for it. I remember the group of teachers who started this that I wanted to meet personally. That was another very much which because we need to meet some of the people. They had their own issues and solving them, coming up, learning those becomes this. What are the other type of strength? So today both have been fulfilled, making new friends and whatever I spoke can be of some help to you. It is helpful. It's very good and connect yourself always with the professional society. Anything it can. For me, it was IEEE for since 1988 onwards. Many of you are not born. So since 1988, it is IEEE. I have never disconnected myself. Reading magazines, novels. Reading is very important. So connect yourself with one of the professional societies. Don't wait for anybody to come and tell you, oh, you go and do this, you'll become great. Please don't wait. You have to struggle yourself. We are alone in this world for our. So pullers are more, pushers are less. So you have to pull yourself and stand strong. So in this, I hope many of you become greater and greater personalities. My good wishes are always with you. Good wishes for your knowledge. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring address and enlightening us all towards importance of research and publications. I request Honorable Director SVIT, Professor Hema Bhola, sir, to convey his best wishes for the IEEE conference and INOCON 2024.
Today's chief guest, Dr. Bengaluru, Vice Chancellor of Mother University, the new university is coming up. The new course of Telegram, we did a wonderful job. The new university. In fact, I've been talking to him about the new university, how it's coming up, what's happening. So glad to meet you because I also wanted to meet you. And I could not meet some more in this very happy. I'm very happy to receive you and talk to you. And I've been asked to just wish best of luck for you people. And I had to do first balance. I wish best of luck for all the people students, especially who are going to the paper, their paper students. And it's wonderful. There are 3,000 papers have been distributed by the authorities. That will take select only 300. That means selection process must be very complicated. And it's not easy to get papers published. And in fact, very carefully wanted to do PhD. They will ask us for published papers like this. So, published papers like this. And there's a chance for you to publish a paper now in this system. And I'm so glad these 28 persons have been selected for us. And after that, we are doing online and offline. If it is offline, then perhaps it would affect the hearing because and you would have participated on discussion. But luckily or luckily, the off papers are less and the on papers are more. And all this effort, I think there will be not just things going on online. Just mentioning the difference they say immediately and of course it is happening. And in my house, of course, it is going on. But I will not get all the gifts only by I want cash takes and everything. I'm so happy. My children are happy. My granddaughters are happy. That's what money and everything. So that is how the different money. But at this age, very friendly, for the past 2 years, we are not delaying. I have been delaying with all the things, college, knowledge, almost of course, I can't say movement, we did it first time. But I wanted to pursue because we need to observe. And even the inaugural function, relevant function, all the functions we need only around it. The beginning was clear for me, but at the end of the second year, I was exploring. I couldn't manage it. But one thing I did know, a lot of difference between the digital and online and offline. Because online is one thing, where things are going on. Chairman says, it comes like that, talks and discussions going on. But when the discussion is going on, if one person raises that he wanted to put some points, the chairman has to discuss going on. Therefore, I got to by the time the man finishes his discussion, and I ask the players to keep it quiet, he says, sir, things are not that proper. It is online, it is like that. Offline, you sit together, a discussion is going on, and not something like that. The real discussion takes place. Therefore, I really think it's better to all the people say that digitalization, all these things. And it is better to have meetings with perhaps people perhaps will forget humanity and all the digitalization, everything. Now things are not like that today. I hope that the person shift to modern manner is going down and down. We should not have that the digitalization improve as the person said, and how things are going on. But the university you're telling, how do you manage the staff and what do you do to the sector? He is thinking about all my economy the years which was run. And it's good for us. But will there be human relationship with the teacher and the class? No. Only the message will go to you. And perhaps you will pass the exam, get some degrees and PhD, everything. But is there any human relationship? I have for one. Which in addition to the education and the things, human is you have got to know and ಮೊದಲು ಮಾನವನನ್ನು ಆಮೇಲೆ if you are not human being and you forget the humanity and the human nature and the human culture, I think because and only by machines things are going on. Therefore, my dear friends, you think of those things and we should also support the humanity, other support, person to person relationship. That will be difficult because you do everything online. You do it across the job. And I find a very happy that there are 300 people are looking at things published now. There were many points on their PhD. And what our chief is gives he said so many other good ones, innovations, and it is discussion going on in university service. You said one of the things I better see is government it's not having the program is managed. Therefore, I am just giving my I need to speak personally. First of all, I'm speaking. I am not to speak because you said and it's there in my mind is not in the list. So I just cut on what we see what we have to speak. But I will just speak something. I have got to speak something. I don't know what I spoke to. But I'm really happy to see many of you who are in for us. I will come to one. Only one request for you. Because many people come from outside for this function and stay here. Tomorrow I will over the days you stay here. When your paper comes for the publication. One thing, if you are take care, stay, your food and everything comfortably and very happy. If you feel that something is something negative, please don't hesitate. Tell the principal or me or HOD or party who has taken care. And because if there is any level, any negative ones, next time perhaps you can try to be into settle. I feel all the negative feedback we can do. And that comes time. Feedback is most important. So please give feedback. And any negative points most important. You go next time. Have a nice time. Have a 2 days. And enjoy this day. And small, nice campus. And meet you and discuss with some things. And that's all I request you. And nothing more than that. Because I have to speak today. Suddenly something and I'm taking. That's all. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wishes. You are always a true inspiration to all of us. May I now request Dr. M.S. Ganesh Prasad, sir, Principal SVIT, INOCON 2024 Conference General Chair, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let us respond. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Suresh Jingama Shetty, sir, Chief Guest for the Bridge Program, Sir Holla, sir, Director, SPIT, Professor I.J. Sir, Founder Trustee, Dean Economics, Dr. Lakshmi Narayan Chari, Vice Principal, my fellow colleague, Dr. Shant Kumar Patil, Dr. Adarsh, Dr. Harish, HODs of various departments of our institution, faculties and staff of SVIT, and dear participants. Yeah. Greetings of inaugural program INOCON 2024 to all of you. Innovation in technology, it is a very general word, a kind of vague, but when you look at your own verticals, a lot of things are to be achieved with the content knowledge, whatever you are having. Just wanted to mention to all present here, the technology, the life of the technology, if you look at the estimated life of any new technology which is coming up, is hardly 18 months or even less than that. Most of the technologies will fail for a simple reason. A number of features are not updated, be it physical prototypes or the software prototypes. If you look at, so overall, the life maximum of the technologies will fail. Very few sustain. Very few sustain. That's mainly because the thinking or the innovators, the way in which they innovate, they are having a knowledge ahead of at least 5 to 6 years. When I mention this, the technology life itself is collapsing before 18 months. If you are looking at that, the present day, what is the requirement? I don't think the innovation which you are actually bringing in going to sustain. So whatever the innovations which you want to get, supposed to be ahead of at least 5 plus years. Then only I think all the 300 papers which are going to be presented here, as our chief guest rightly mentioned, there's supposed to be a product outcomes for all these 300 papers. So the innovators or the researchers or the scholars who all come here from various industries or from academia do not think only for publishing a paper just for your master's degree or the doctoral degree. Look at what best you can really come out with the products which can sustain in this competitive world. That is very important. Okay. If you look at India as a whole, from the GDP point of view, we are lagging. Even though we are mentioning ourselves, we are boosting ourselves, we are really closing up with the top ranked countries. But unfortunately, the reality as Indians, you should look at. If at all you wanted to map with US, it's going to be maybe in the year 2050. Okay, if it is going to be mapping with China, it is not going to be not less than 2030 plus. So in the sense, these technological innovations go to add a lot of value for the country's development, country's progress. So the country's progress is going to be there, provided if you give a full image or the full product information for the papers which you are actually publishing today. Okay, do not stop here. Just only a paper as such that should come out as a product and sustainable product. That is very important. So if you can able to do, indirectly you are helping the country to catch up with the competent other countries in the world. Okay. So do not stop here. Please continue and think ahead and develop a products which are going to help you, the surrounding, and as a country as a whole. With that, I thank the IEEE chapter who are identified SVIT as an venue for conduction of this international conference. Mr. Harish and his team identifying the resource persons to be part of this conference. Of course, Mr. Shankumar Patil taken a lot of effort in this direction. That shows that he is how much interested in new technological information Okay, that's the support which our management is always look for adding a value to our students community. Okay. So make use of, I mean, all the paper means scholars who are going to present the papers in this conference. Make use of this platform. Make sure that you all add a lot of value to you and as a country as a whole. I wish everyone all the best to all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address. I request the dignitaries to felicitate our chief guest for today's inaugural, Dr. Suresh H. Jangamshetty, Vice Chancellor, Haveri University, Government of Karnataka. Thank you, respected dignitaries. I now request Dr. Y. Jaisimha sir to present a memento to Director SVIT Professor M.R. Vala sir, Institute for Remembrance of INOCON 2024. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. M.S. Ganesh Prasad sir, Principal SVIT, to present a token, a memento to Dr. Y. Jaisimha sir as a token of remembrance of INOCON 2024. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Shant Kumar Patil sir, HOD, CSE, to present a memento to Dr. M.S. Ganesh Prasad sir, Principal SVIT, INOCON 2024 Conference General Chair, with a memento, a special token of gratitude and remembrance of INOCON 2024. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Nagashri Yen, HOD, CSE Data Science, Convener INOCON 2024, to present a memento to Dr. Shankumar Patil, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I request HOD, CSE, Dr. Shantamar Patil sir, to present a memento to our keynote speaker, Mr. Adarsh Biradar Patil, Associate Analyst, Robert Bosch, Bengaluru. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Nagashri N, Convener, INOCON 2024, to present a memento to Mr. Anand as a remembrance of the coordination for INOCON 2022 for the design printing arrangements. Thank you, ma'am. I now request HOD CSE Dr. Shantamar Patil sir to present a memento to the student coordinators of IEEE Conference INOCON 2024, Anushri Prasad R and Rahul R, for coordinating in the design of the INOCON 2024 posters.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Being thankful is a humble gesture of mankind. I request Dr. Nagashri N. Ma'am, HOD, Department of Data Science CSC, Convener, INOCON 2024, to render the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. With this quote, before we draw the curtains, let's take a moment to express our heartfelt appreciation to all those who has contributed to making this conference possible. Thank you for your unwavering support and dedication. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Suresh Jagam Shetty sir, who has generously shared his expertise, insights, and experience with us. Sir, your valuable contributions have not only enlightened us, but also have sparkled the meaningful discussions that will undoubtedly pave the way for further progress in our respective fields. Thank you so much, sir. I personally take this opportunity to thank Sir, as I'm the proud student of Sir from Bhasweshwar Engineering College. Thank you, sir. Now, I'd like to extend my sincere thanks to management of SVIT for supporting us in all matters. My sincere respects to Chief Partner, Professor Mulla sir, Dr. A.M. Padma Reddy sir in his absentia, and Dr. Jaisimha sir and all other trustee members. Thanks. It is with immense gratitude and honor that I stand before you today to extend my heartfelt appreciation to our beloved Principal Dr. M. Ganesh Prasad sir, General Chair INOCON 2024. Sir, your leadership, vision, and dedication have been the guiding force for all of us. Thank you, sir. I want to express my huge appreciation to our conference General Secretary. Throughout the meticulous planning, countless emails, and organizational challenges, Dr. Shantamar Patil sir has been the backbone of our event. His attention in detail, tireless dedication, and remarkable organizational skills have ensured us that every aspect of this conference ran smoothly well. Thank you so much, sir. I also extend extend my gratitude to our Vice Principal, Dr. Lakshmi Narayana Chan, sir. Thank you, sir. And all the organizing chairs, session coordinators, and session chairs of INOCON 2024. My sincere thanks to Team IEEE India Council, Mr. Harish Patil, sir, for technical co-sponsorship and all the keynote speakers of today, and Mr. Adarsh Biradar Patil, sir, for the comments. Thank you, sir. A special word of thanks is due to the delegate members of the organizing committee. Firstly, the stage committee, Dr. Tejaswini and team from Department of CSC, registration committee, Dr. Divyashree Madam and team from Department of Data Science, food committee, Dr. Vani Madam and team from ECE, design committee, Professor Navya Madam and team from ISC department, printing and overall coordination by Mr. Anand, who has worked, all these organizing people have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to plan, coordinate, and execute every aspect of this conference flawlessly. Your dedication, hard work, and attention to detail have been truly commendable, and without your efforts, this event would not have been possible. Thank you all. A special thanks to Dr. Ravindra sir and team for the press one. And also, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to all the authors, attendees who have traveled far and wide to participate in this conference. Your active participation, engagement, and enthusiasm have been instrumental in making this event a vibrant and enriching experience everyone involved. A special thanks to today's Master of Ceremony, Professor Salma Itagi and Professor Syed sir. As we come to the end, I would like to take a moment to shine a spotlight on someone whose contribution may often go unnoticed, but are truly indispensable, our real unsung hero. There are individuals who work tirelessly behind the screens, going above and beyond to ensure its success. They are the ones who handle the myriad of tasks that often go unseen but are absolutely essential to the smooth conduction of the event in detail. Today, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to one such individual who has quietly and diligently played a vital role in making this event a reality. Whether it is coordinating the logistics, managing resources, or providing whatever support we want, our unsung hero has been there at every step, who is none other than Dr. Varun sir. So I would like to call Varun sir on stage. I request the dignitaries to felicitate him with a moment. Thank you, everyone. In conclusion, I would like to once again express my heartfelt thanks to each and everyone for your invaluable contributions, dedication, and support towards making this international conference a resounding success. Let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration, innovation, and knowledge sharing that has characterized this event and continue to work together in future also with a bright future for all of you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for your time and patience. I kindly request all to rise for the national anthem. I request all to join for a group photo session.
Dear participants and IEEE coordinators, please join for a photo session. The keynote session will commence now. I request all the participants to kindly stay. Participants, there will be a keynote session. I request all to stay back. I request Dr. Vinod Desai sir to introduce the keynote speaker, Adarsh Biradar Patel.
Good afternoon. So I, Dr. Vinod Desai, taking this privilege to introduce our today's keynote speaker, Mr. Sir. Sir is basically from Nagavi. Sir is a seasoned cybersecurity expert with over 7 years of experience, currently serving as a team lead at Robert Bosch. He possesses expertise in various domains, including data protection, security operations, incident response, threat hunting, phishing, analysis, and vulnerability assessment. Additionally, he actively engages in volunteer efforts aimed at educating recent graduate professionals on pertinent experts on security, including tools and technology in the field of cybersecurity. In addition to his leadership role at Robert Bosch, so he has demonstrated proficiency in developing and implementing strategic cybersecurity frameworks tailored to organizational needs. His ability to specialize in different communication areas, complex technical concepts of to diverse audience. It has been instrumental in driving awareness and fostering a culture of security within his teams and beyond. His commitment to excellence that extends beyond his professional endeavors, as evidenced by his involvement in community outreach programs that promoting cybersecurity awareness among undeserved populations. He actively seeks opportunity to contribute to different open source projects and initiatives, leveraging his expertise to enhance global cybersecurity. His multifaceted approach to cybersecurity leadership that exemplifies holistic commitment to advancing um, while empowering individuals from all the backgrounds to contribute meaningfully to digital security landscape. So, with this brief introduction, once again I welcome Rasvara Patil to this interactive conference. Thank you.
Decided policy. It's one is fine. Get the computer. So HTML code. So, good afternoon to one and all. So, respected here, after the dignitaries of the dais, and giving me this opportunity for having to give keynotes of cybersecurity and what are the cybersecurity and how to overcome any cyber attacks that actually one might face in this digital era. So I'm here to about that. So there are various DIY kits like do it yourself. I'll be giving you by the end of the day so that you can decide with them and you can be aware about them, what are happening in the present day and so on. So we will begin. So I'm here to give you, like I said, a discussion about cybersecurity. So contains will contain introduction to cybersecurity and various fields in cybersecurity. So if you are a graduate that you have recently passed out of the college, what are the various fields in cybersecurity that you can look up to? So I'll be giving you information about that. And various types of attacks that are happening in the market right now, and how can you prevent yourself with respect to the tools that are available in the market. Next, how to overcome attacks. In the end, I'll give you like some certain DIY tips to overcome them. So, many of you who have been victims of cybercrime, your accounts have been compromised, or any Instagram phishing attack has been done. None of you. Okay, that's good. So, to begin with, so what is cybersecurity? Let's begin with that. So cybersecurity is basically using a set of techniques and procedures to basically protect the integrity of the network and prevent from the unauthorized access. Okay. When I talk about the integrity of the network, it is like the data should be only in the hands of people who are who have experience. Okay, people who belong to the organization. It should not hands of let's say somebody who so I detailed about the CIA, the basic pillars of cybersecurity. That's right. So we will move on to this. What is the need for having cybersecurity first of all in the organization? Okay. So I think post pandemic, I think everybody has become so creative. Attackers, they have started a huge number of cyber crimes. We are seeing post pandemic, we have seen a huge rise. Okay. So that is why that first thing organization has to employ a cybersecurity team in order to protect their data and integrity. Next is like data protection is needed. Data is the new oil, you can say. Okay, so anybody that has access on your basic data, private data, they can play around. They can demand certain ransom, and they can make a fool out of it. Okay? So that's why we need data protection, and these data, whatever that stolen, will be sold in the dark web, okay, for certain amount of money. And that's where you keep receiving this ads and everything with this stuff that you receive. You'll be amazed to see how did my data or my private info put in the hands of these people. So that's basically it will be sold in the dark web, it will be sold in the dark web. That's how these people get hands on your personal data. Next is like I was speaking about the CIA triad, three pillars of security. I was talking about confidentiality. Like I said, limiting access to information or only people with right clearance should have access to this information. Okay, so not everybody should be able to get their hands on this. So, if I talk about confidentiality, the next question, how do I maintain confidentiality? Okay, so that would be the help of encryption, biometrics, and password. So, using these, we can maintain the confidentiality. So, if I were to give you an example, how one can misuse the confidentiality. Let's say I'm an organization, I'm working on building a certain product. Okay? So let's say it's a patented or some product sort of a thing, which the market has never seen. If one of our employee happens to take a picture of it and post it over the internet. Okay? So one of our competitors to know about them and they would start to develop to work on such a prototype. Okay? So there's a lot of money that's already involved, that a company has already invested that would go into ruin. So that's why confidentiality of the data is very much important to protect it. So using encryption, biometrics, you can actually protect your confidentiality. So next, integrity is trustworthiness of the data, or the data should be its own. Okay, let's say I contain or attachment or create a person. So it should be in the original form, like going from me to the other person. Say if somebody is able to like able to have this connection between me and him, and he able to impersonate this attack and alter the data, then that would be the integrity would have been lost with respect to the particular data. So how can you check the integrity is being maintained or not? So that's with the help of hashing. Okay. So hash values is something. Let's say I send an attachment to a person or a data. So I can check the hash value before me, and I can check the hash value after me. The hash values remain the same. It means that the integrity of the data is maintained. So that's how I can check for the integrity. Next, availability is making sure that the data is available to all the different people of my organization, working remotely, making sure that it is available to the people of the organization all the time. So that's availability. So as I have talked about, explain this to you. So these are basically security. So regarding like why do we need to safeguard your data? Okay. So rate of cyber crimes have increased from I think, 2022 onwards. So there is a spike of almost 160% compared to what the crimes that were reported in 2022 data shows actually. So there have been attacks in government and public sectors. So if you see the Aadhaar data breach of 815 million, it was, the train the rail carriage, even that was having a data breach. Okay. The COWIN website where you can get your scores and certificates had a data breach. So if as a government entity, we are not able to protect our own websites and data. So what example for the rest of the people? So that's why government has started to enroll certain new initiatives wherein they are taking steps to fill this gap. Okay, I will give you in the later part my presentation. So cyber literacy, India. Okay. So cyber literacy is it goes about 38% across India, and in urban areas it is 61%. In rural areas it is 65%. So the skill gap that we have, which is not up to the mark, that is what the hackers are utilizing, performing this attack. So it's up to us, the younger generation, teach our parents and our elder ones to overcome this attack and make them literate. Okay, I think even today, I think if I take example of if my father is afraid to go to ATM okay, sometimes or else perform certain transactions. Okay, so I think we have all those things that we need to fix. So we as a younger generation we need to educate our parents what to do. So National Cybercrime Reporting Portal (NCRP), where the crimes are usually reported. Okay. So it saw a total of 32 million registered last year, of which only 66,000 were FIR. So on an average per day, you see total 5,000 cyber crimes that are reported, okay, of which 50% threat actors are outside the country. Okay. So once the government starts proceedings with respect to an attack, they find out the attackers that are involved in this. Let's say they are from different states. There is a lot of architects involved in this to go get them and actually file a complaint and get them. So if the threat actor is involved, who is from outside the country, it is mostly likely not able to get back that particular money that you have lost or respect to any thing that you lost. Okay. So cybercrime crime rate with respect to 2022 was 9.6 lakh. In the 2023, it increased to 61%, that's 15.6%. So it's with respect to the national cybercrime quota that I'm speaking about. So if I break it down to let's say about an average of 1 lakh people, so how many people are affected by cybercrimes on a daily basis? Not quickly. Okay. So if you break it down to state wise, I think Delhi is the one that has highest. For every 1 lakh people, 755 people on a daily basis suffer a cybercrime. So Haryana is next. Of every 1 lakh people, 381 people are getting affected by cybercrimes. And Telangana is in the third place. So what kind of different frauds will it consist of? If we look into the first one is the KYC frauds. So next consists of extortion. The most video that everybody is making with respect to media and spreading it to different people that that are sharing your friends. Okay. So next is online frauds. Next biometric frauds and Android malware. So this is what it is. So examples of cybercrime, I have to speak. There was a fake call center which was there in the white field. In a very sensitive message was there, which police were able to track down. So what these people were doing was calling people in the US, okay, telling them that they have a delivery from Amazon sent to them. In order to cancel that, they have to give some nominal fees. So I think you might have seen this videos on the internet or on YouTube. So they were able to track it down. So these people, along with having, if they, let's say, they were able to commit a fraud of, let's say, in a day. So let's say $100, there will be 50% commission. So on this basis, this was running and this was recently came to country, it was fraud. So next, fake job offers from Microsoft and Amazon. If you get a mail, say you are hired for Google or Amazon, it must be mostly or mostly false. Please check it if it's genuine or not, legit or not. So most probably what happens is they create a impersonation email using the 7th mail or 8th mail. You can actually Microsoft Google impersonation email. Check a temporary amount of time. You can send email from that. Okay. So using that, they send this offer. And they say that I will fix this interview. You have to pay this certain amount of money. And the other is, this is also some training costs and all that. So once you come down to the office, you'll be given a joining day. Once you go there, it is a plain building or nothing. People will do that. So that's just okay. OTP based or new files come to light. People will duplicate your SIM, okay, and they'll get completely, take your money. That's how it's being done. Next, phishing email analysis. I'll show you how you can, how you can learn about phishing and how you can overcome that. Extortion, harassment, like I told, videos edited and sent across social media. So, social media account, like I was saying, Instagram accounts will be hacked by just clicking onto some link. Okay, so that's the new trend that we're seeing in the present day. So we go to the next section, that is various fields in cybersecurity. Okay. So first thing is next is pen test, vulnerability assessment, digital forensics, identity access management, and threat intelligence. So we will see, what about these various fields of cybersecurity. So vulnerability assessment. Let's say I'm Microsoft, I'm able to develop certain applications. Before I release it to market, what I can do is I'll have to test it, making sure that it is fit for the market. Okay? Sometimes tools that the hackers and gain access to or gain twofold through that particular thing that we have left as a vulnerability. So in this vulnerability, if you're part of this team, what will be the identifying this vulnerability even before the application comes comes into life. So perform serious analysis, fix fix the bring out the solution for it, and then uh, looking for the vulnerabilities and fix them. So that's basically vulnerability assessment. So next is penetration testing. So pen test is mostly like like proactive approach rather than a reactive approach. So we will not hacker to come hack on network and and take action. So in a proactive approach, we ourselves will try to hack our network. Okay, so that's penetration testing. So they are involved in trying to hack our network, trying to find out the loopholes in that we have, our architecture that we have, and try to exploit it. If there are any loopholes found out, they'll fix it. So that's testing. Next is IAM. So I think I'll sum it. So IAM is basically they create the accounts for the new journeys, and if at all there is employee that's in the organization, they have accounts. So basically making sure that the active directory of the organization is secure. So that's what they take care of. And there is also in the IAM there is something called as PAM, privileged access management. So there will be various levels in the organization. Someone is level one, someone is level two. So with respect to what level, what privileges have to be given. So they will be taken care by PAM. Okay. So next is threat intelligence. Threat intelligence is basically you can let's say there's a new ransomware attack that is happened on this particular organization. If let's say the ransomware is actually performing these kind of attacks, so there will always be indicators of compromise that are associated with every attack. So when I say indicators of compromise, indicators for the domain that is or the .exe file or any hash value that are part of it. So it will be what they do is they'll provide it to the other organization that they have found out with respect to this ransomware attack. So that the other organization can utilize this and block this particular, let's say if it's a malicious service, I block it on my firewall. So what happens is I will never get any traffic from that particular IP address. So that's how I can prevent this in proactive. So if there are any hash values or if there are any domain names, so we will block them to get no traffic from that. So that's how we can prevent this attack. So as a threat intelligence analyst, what is my work is basically to identify this IOC, okay, to look for this IOC and prevent from an attack. So next is digital forensic. So in the digital forensic, basically what you do is you will be able to retrieve the data from a for example, if the person has committed fraud, we have his phones and laptop. What we do is we create an image of the data, data that he has. So imagine that we cannot there's a rule from Supreme Court that we cannot be working on the device of the particular fraud person who has committed the fraud. So we have to take an image of that and work on that and mark the things that he has committed fraud on and we represent it in the code. Okay, that's what digital forensic analyst will do. So SOC is basically the place where I'm working in. So SOC is basically using the IT security professionals, so by monitoring and detecting various threats using a tool called SIM tool. So SIM is nothing but security information management tool. So this is where let's say you are able to access anything in the laptop in the organization or else not in the organization or even so these are all basically the raw logs. Okay, these all raw logs will be collected and they will be forwarded into the SIM tool. With the help of data, we will be able to analyze like what kind of things that people are doing. So the tool will rate it from 0 to 10. Okay. So what are the like severe incidents? What are the normal incidents? So with the help of graphs and with the help of basic query language, we will be able to identify what kind of threats are happening. No, we will not be actually manually doing it. There are also tools for this use case development. Let's say there's a developer, he creates I could give you an example. Let's say there's a brute force attack. So what is a brute force attack? Brute force is nothing but that you have an account. I try to force multiple possible combination of passwords on your account. So I test multiple number of passwords. If I'm able to bypass that, that's your password. That's how I get to know that. So let's say if I want to identify brute force attack, I cannot manually get for the brute force. So I create the route. So what the look will look like is basically, let's say there are more than 0 to let's say more than 10 number of videos within a span of a minute. Okay. So in the Microsoft language, we give the event ID, event code for that. That's 4625. So when I use criteria, any criteria that meets it, give me an alarm. So that is what I indicate that I get. So whenever every time attacker is trying to look for something, and if I these criteria are met and get an alarm, so then I can let go. So this is called as a false positive or true positive. In the false positive, what I do is I check whether it is actually a genuine. So if I analyze it and if it is not true, it is false positive. Okay, if I analyze it, that ought to be true, it is true positive. So that's about that. So I'll just give you a demo. Okay, before that, how do you overcome this brute force attack? Or, let's say a hacker trying to brute force your account. How do you overcome it? First thing is using timeout or enforcing timeout. Timeout is like by default in your mobile, or if you're using Apple mobile, I think you have it like you can like having a specific number of passwords. If it is failed, it will ask you to come after 15 minutes. Okay? So if you enter again wrong, it will ask you to die after 30 minutes. So that's what is the problem. So when I give value, I'm restricting that use multiple number of populations. Okay. So he'll be able to find only a few number of passwords and by then he has to get it right. Restricting the number of attempts. Okay. So you can only try 3 times. Like in the fourth time, if it fails, the account will be now. Okay, that's how you can restrict. Using complex passwords, I'll give you a demo. When I say complex password, it must indicate, it must include lowercase, uppercase, few characters and numbers. Okay. So using multi-factor authentication. So let us give you a demo. Okay. Let's say I'm using, let's say, 4-digit password. It is just lowercase. For a PC, it will take 0.3 seconds to crack it. Okay. And if I'm using a combination of, let's say, lowercase and uppercase, okay, it will take 6.2 seconds for a PC. For computers, it will take a fraction of a second. If I use possible combination of, let's say, numbers, uppercase and lowercase, okay, it is like 12.6 seconds for a PC. For supercomputers, it is again very easy. If I use possible combination of the special characters, numbers, uppercase and lowercase, so it is like almost it is taking 4 seconds for a PC. So why do you know when you take an account in Microsoft or Google, what they say is minimum you use 8 number of special 8 character password. So let's say if you put it, so it's like almost impossible to crack for a PC. It requires 45 years. So if you take the supercomputer, even it is going to take 4 hours. Okay, that's it, almost impossible to crack. By that you have gotten a notification. So that's how you can prevent it. So let's say we will increase it to 10. So even for a supercomputer, it will take 2.3 years. Okay. So that's how you can use a stronger password, number of combination of passwords. That's how you can prevent this attack. Okay. So I'll just give you a brute force demo. So let's say there is an attacker. Okay, he's trying to perform bypass an attack. He will not be doing it manually. So there are so many tools. Okay. So let's say this SVI. Okay. So I just let's say. So I just register here so that it is able to identify. Okay. So if I start the run, okay, you can see here, it is trying to find all possible sorts of combinations. Okay. So it is trying to, it will first look for the A, look for the B, So you keep looking until unless you find a credible password. So it has found a it has success. Welcome. Okay. So that's how they try to steal your like logging into your account by brute force. Okay. So when we have this all of these that I mentioned, multi combination of passwords and time out and force everything to your digital accounts. So that's basically how you can prevent brute force. Um, okay. Can you go to the next? Uh, So fake loan apps, I think everybody is aware of this, where you get quick money with the video call verification. So they'll just take your PAN card and so recently in the Java area, we saw a student who committed suicide because of this loan app because he was being tortured from his own people. Okay. So these are examples how present day has been spoiled with respect to this. Do not trust this. So if you actually need to go to this, the actual banks and get them the actual paperwork, with it's not actually a good thing. Okay, so please do not trust them. So next is be aware of the juice jacking. So let's say you are traveling across to different places. You are taking data cables, charging cables, given example. What happens is when you plug them into a device, it also in turn acts as a data transfer device. Okay, so that's how they are able to extract data after better estimate. Okay, so please do not use the cables that are given by the hotel people anywhere whenever you travel. So make sure to use your own data cables or charging power plants. Okay? So that's very safe. So this is called as juice jacking. So I think the 5G SIM swap I was talking about, that is what I was telling about the SIM swapping. Next is phishing or phishing. So in what happens is phishing is I think in the name of the startup, they keep sending your packages to. So once it is delivered, you have to pay certain amount of money, and it will not contain anything that's important. Okay, so it will just be papers, so or books or something like that. So it's basically sometimes they ask you to set up OTP, and if you tell the OTP, I think sometimes the financial fraud will also be committed. Okay, so that's how this actually works. OLX or in the name of using army person. Okay, so I myself have faced this when I was looking for a ticket to Bangalore. So it was, he had listed few, no problem. Yeah, no problem. So what happened was when he asked me to send a picture of the home, he said he sent his image. He asked me to send 3,000 just to visit. Okay, to see. And if you do not like the home, he'll say that he'll repay you back, which never happened. So this is a new scam that has started like that. If anybody is trying to sell you something in the name of a person or a first person, it's definitely not. Because the actual people from the market background do this. I myself am from Chinese school, but like I think General Secretary sir is also my senior. But anybody who is from army would not introduce something to sell anything. So that's the trust they are using. With no hope. It's no trust. So crypto scam, in the paisa dollar scam. So this is, I think everybody is aware of it. So these are, you can say, my wife was working in the cyber negotiation right, where we saw there was a person who, his house papers, 25 lakhs, saw image in Telegram. Okay, this mostly active in Telegram. This so what happened was he wanted to his parents. He transferred 55 lakhs taken from some expert to a crypto wallet hacker. And in no time, the hacker took that money and ran away. And crypto wallets are basically untraceable. Okay? There's a lot of law that is involved to get just to get the wallet ID of that person. we have to go to that brokerage company, and we should have, if it is, let's say, a very good brokerage company, and you ask for something, he will try to help you out. But there are certain crypto wallet companies that will never help you out. Okay, so we have seen this kind of frauds being committed. In how happened, they lost 25 lakh and house. So please be very cautious. This the 4x or 10x money very instantly is almost fraud that's happening. So I'll just brief you about certain initiatives by the government. I think mostly to help for the well-being of women, government has come up with a solution. Okay, so in order to prevent harassing of women in public places, they have developed this app called Suraksha, wherein if you do it for 7 seconds, okay, your location will be traced back by the news police station. In the next 1 minute, the security will be deployed to help you out. So you can go back and check with any women that are there in your home. So this is about the Suraksha app. So be aware of that. So let's say financial fraud is committed with you. Okay. So hold on. So you have to report it immediately. There's a more chances of finding this person within that 1 hour. Okay. So that is called as gold attack. So in India, we can call it 1930. We can call it and we can report this crime. So if in Bangalore, we can report it for 112. Okay. So please make a note of it, and if at all any cybercrime that's happening, please report it, and please make your family members aware of these numbers. And, new initiatives by Sen police station at each district. So cyber Sen police stations have been it is a pilot project. I think so now the number of